Have you ever felt like your energy is fading faster than it used to? You wake up feeling just as tired as when you went to bed. Your joints ache for no clear reason. And sometimes, even your digestion seems to be slowing down like an old clock winding down. If any of that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many people over 60 experience those exact changes, and they often think, well, I guess this is just what aging feels like. But what if I told you that just 2 drops, yes, just 2 of something you probably have sitting in your medicine cabinet right now, could start changing all of that? I'm talking about castor oil. Now, before you click away thinking, castor oil, that old stuff my grandma used for constipation, stay with me, because what you're about to hear isn't about old wives' tales. It's backed by decades of natural health wisdom and even emerging science. You see, castor oil isn't just for stomach troubles. When used the right way, particularly at night, it can actually trigger what many call an irreversible body reaction. Not in a scary way, but in a healing, rejuvenating, body-awakening way that many people over 60 deeply crave. Are you worried about losing your independence as you age? Here's how to stay in control, starting with something as simple as a couple of drops each night. So what is this all about, and why castor oil? First, let's paint the picture. As we get older, several things naturally begin to slow down. Our liver, the body's main detox factory, starts to become less efficient. Our lymphatic system, the drainage highway for waste, starts to lag. Our bowels can get sluggish. Our skin becomes dry and thinner. Our immune response, not quite as sharp. And perhaps most frustrating of all, our sleep becomes lighter and less restorative. But here's the interesting part. Castor oil has the unique ability to gently support all of those systems when used with intention. And no, I'm not talking about drinking it. I'm talking about topical use. Just 2 drops, rubbed onto certain parts of the body, especially before bedtime, can quietly stir up a whole chain of positive effects. Let's start with one of the most powerful effects castor oil can trigger: deep detoxification. Now, when I say detox, I'm not talking about trendy juice cleanses or expensive powders. I'm talking about supporting your body's own natural pathways to eliminate waste, especially through the liver and lymphatic system. After 60, these systems tend to get congested. You might not even realize it, but symptoms like bloating, fatigue, brain fog, constipation, and skin issues often stem from a sluggish liver or stagnant lymph. This is where castor oil becomes your quiet little hero. When gently massaged over the abdomen or just below the right rib cage at night, it stimulates circulation in the area around the liver. It improves lymph flow. It softens tissues. It even encourages the movement of toxins out of the body. Some holistic practitioners even call this waking up the liver. Now you might wonder, how can 2 drops really do that? It's a fair question. The secret lies in castor oil's unique composition. It contains ricinoleic acid, an unusual fatty acid that penetrates deeply into the skin and underlying tissues. Unlike most oils that just sit on the surface, castor oil acts more like a vehicle. It goes in, softens tissues, improves blood flow, and enhances the function of the organs beneath the skin. And here's something that may surprise you. People who apply even small amounts of castor oil to the abdomen nightly report more regular bowel movements, less bloating, and even better sleep. That's not magic, it's physiology. Because when the liver and lymph system flow better, the rest of the body follows. It's like unclogging a drain. Suddenly, everything starts moving smoothly again. Feeling tired all the time? This could be the reason, and it's not what you think. You may not need another supplement, more coffee, or even more sleep. What your body may actually need is for your detox systems to function like they used to, and castor oil, used with consistency, can help nudge those systems back to life. Now, let's talk about another remarkable effect of castor oil hormonal harmony. Now, you might think, I'm over 60. My hormones are done changing. But the truth is, hormones never stop influencing your health. After menopause, many women experience issues like dry skin, joint pain, mood swings, and yes, trouble sleeping. And men too, fatigue, low libido, and even prostate trouble often have hormonal roots. Castor oil can't replace your hormones, of course, but it can support the glands that help regulate them, particularly the thyroid and adrenal glands. Have you ever placed just 2 drops of warm castor oil over your lower neck, right on top of the thyroid gland, and then covered it with a warm towel or wrap for 20 minutes before bed? If you haven't, it might be worth trying. Many people who do this regularly say they feel calmer, warmer, and sleep more soundly. That's not a coincidence. It's because the thyroid is like the body's thermostat. And when it's functioning well, everything from your temperature regulation to your metabolism works better. It's like tuning up the engine of a car that's been idling rough. The same goes for the adrenal glands, those little triangle-shaped glands that sit above your kidneys. They help regulate your stress response, your blood pressure, and your energy levels throughout the day. When you're stressed, and who isn't, especially as we navigate aging, caregiving, and unexpected health shifts, those glands can get overworked. And when they're overworked, fatigue and anxiety tend to creep in. Some practitioners suggest gently rubbing a few drops of castor oil over the lower back area where the kidneys and adrenals sit, and then lying down with a heating pad for 30 minutes. This isn't a cure-all, of course, but many seniors find it brings a sense of calm and grounding. One woman even shared that after 2 weeks of this nighttime ritual, her afternoon crashes disappeared, and her anxiety was noticeably lower. Now, that's not a miracle. That's what happens when we support the body in ways it understands, gently, consistently, and naturally. And here's the thing. The body is always trying to heal. Always. Even when we're 60, 70, 80, or beyond. That doesn't stop. The only question is whether we're giving it what it needs to do that work, or whether we're unknowingly standing in the way. The secret to adding 10 healthy years to your life is simpler than you think. Watch till the end to discover it. So if you've been feeling like your body is slowing down more than it should, or your sleep is restless, or your digestion is off, maybe your body's just been waiting for a little help to start the healing process. Not a massive overhaul, just 2 drops. 2 tiny drops of a thick golden oil, used with intention, at the right time of day, in the right place. And when that shift happens, when circulation improves, when detox pathways open, when sleep deepens, when hormones balance, you'll feel it. Maybe not overnight, but within days, sometimes even sooner. You might wake up feeling a little more refreshed, a little lighter, more yourself. So tonight, after you brush your teeth and turn down the lights, take a moment. Warm up a little castor oil between your palms. Rub it gently over your belly. Maybe add a warm cloth or towel and just breathe. Give your body that quiet signal. It's time to restore. Because the truth is, aging doesn't have to mean decline. It can mean wisdom, strength, and healing if we learn to listen to what our bodies are asking for. Now that we've explored how castor oil can support detox and hormonal balance, let's gently turn the page and talk about another remarkable shift it can trigger, one that affects something most of us think is just part of aging, but doesn't have to be. So, what is this next shift that 2 drops of castor oil can awaken in your body, especially if you're over 60? It's the quiet calming of inflammation. Yes, inflammation, the root of nearly every age-related health issue. Arthritis, heart disease, memory decline, fatigue, and even certain skin conditions. And here's the thing. Inflammation doesn't always scream. Sometimes it just whispers through stiffness in the joints, swelling in the ankles, or brain fog that makes it hard to focus. But even in that whisper, it's doing damage. Now, here's where castor oil becomes even more remarkable. Remember the unique compound in castor oil ricinoleic acid? This fatty acid doesn't just penetrate deep into the skin. It also carries anti-inflammatory properties that are comparable to some over-the-counter pain relievers. In fact, some early studies have shown that castor oil can reduce markers of inflammation in tissues without the side effects that often come with pills. So, if your knees ache in the morning, if your fingers are stiff, or if your back always seems to carry tension, here's something simple you can try tonight. Take a small amount of warm castor oil and gently massage it into the affected area. Then wrap it with a warm cloth or towel and rest. Do this consistently and listen to your body. Many seniors say their joint stiffness melts away after just a few nights. Others notice improved mobility. And it's not just physical, it affects mood too. When inflammation quiets down, energy and clarity often return. Here's something most people don't realize. Chronic inflammation not only makes you feel older, it makes your cells age faster. But what if 2 drops of oil could help you age more gracefully and feel more like yourself again? Pain is your body's signal that something's off, but healing is your body's signal that something's working. And castor oil, used topically, gives your body a natural ally in that healing process. It's not loud, it's not flashy, but it's steady. And for the body, that steady support matters more than any quick fix. Now let's shift to something more visible, your skin. If you looked in the mirror recently and thought, where did that glow go? You're not alone. After 60, our skin naturally loses collagen, becomes thinner, and struggles to retain moisture. And if you've ever dealt with flaking, itching, or even adult acne, yes, that can happen too. Then you know how frustrating it can be. But here's a hidden gem. Castor oil is one of the most skin-loving oils on the planet. Its molecular structure allows it to reach deep into the layers of the skin, far deeper than most creams or lotions. It hydrates, nourishes, and promotes elasticity. And more than that, it supports the body's natural production of collagen and elastin. You might be thinking, isn't castor oil too thick for the face? It is thick, but used properly, it's a dream. Try this. Before bed, mix 1 drop of castor oil with a few drops of a lighter oil like jojoba or sweet almond. Warm it in your palms and gently press it into your face and neck. Over time, you may notice your skin becoming softer, more supple, and even brighter. Fine lines may soften. Dry patches may disappear. And best of all, your skin will feel stronger, less delicate, more resilient. Want to go even deeper? Try using castor oil around the eyes very sparingly. 1 tiny drop on your fingertip, gently dabbed under the eyes, can reduce puffiness and fine lines. Again, this is no miracle, but consistent care brings consistent results. Some even use castor oil to regrow thinning eyebrows and lashes. That's right, this oil doesn't just nourish skin. It nourishes hair follicles too. Just dip a clean mascara brush or cotton swab into a diluted castor oil blend and apply it to the lash line or brows at night. Give it a few weeks. You might be surprised. The real beauty secret after 60 isn't in a jar. It's in how we treat our skin from the inside out. And castor oil is one of those rare tools that works in both directions. Now let's talk immunity. Yes, your immune system and how castor oil might support it in a surprising way. Your immune system isn't just your shield against colds and flus. It's your body's repair crew. And as we age, that crew can get a little tired. The good news? Castor oil, applied topically, can help stimulate a key part of your immune system, your lymphatic flow. Earlier, we mentioned the lymphatic system, the body's sewage system. It runs throughout the body, collecting waste, toxins, and dead cells, and then shuttles them out through the liver and kidneys. But there's one thing about the lymphatic system you must know. It doesn't have a pump. Unlike your blood, which has the heart to push it around, your lymph relies on movement. Gentle massage, deep breathing, hydration, and yes, castor oil. When you apply castor oil to areas where lymph nodes are concentrated, like under the arms, around the neck, or over the abdomen, it helps stimulate flow. It helps the body clear out what's no longer needed. And a clearer lymphatic system often means a stronger immune response. This is why some holistic practitioners recommend what's called a castor oil pack, where you soak a piece of flannel in castor oil, place it over the abdomen, cover it with a cloth or plastic wrap, and then rest with a heating pad for 30 to 60 minutes. People report improvements in digestion, sleep, mood, and even reduced frequency of colds or infections. You don't have to go that far every night, but even a few drops rubbed into the skin before bed, consistently, can do more than you think, because your body isn't broken. It just needs support. And when you give it the right signal, when you invite the body to move, to flow, to clear, responds. Healing isn't something you chase. It's something you allow. So here's a question. What if you gave your body one simple gift tonight? Not a pill, not a program, not even a resolution. Just 2 drops of intention, ... rubbed over your liver, or your belly, or your tired knees. 2 drops of kindness. 2 drops of permission to restore. Because while aging is inevitable, decline is not. And when the body begins to heal, even a little, it creates a ripple effect. Sleep deepens, pain fades, the mind clears, energy returns. That's not hype, that's biology. That's your body, remembering what it's capable of. And the best part? It's never too late to start. So tonight, after you turn off the lights and settle in, remember, it only takes 2 drops. So far, we've explored the incredible potential of castor oil, from liver health to inflammation, skin rejuvenation, and immune support. But now comes the part that can make or break your experience: how to use it safely and effectively. And just as importantly, what not to do. Let's start with the basics. What kind of castor oil should you use? Not all castor oils are created equal. For therapeutic use, especially if you're over 60 and using it regularly, look for these key words on the label: cold-pressed, hexane-free, organic, bottled in dark amber glass to protect from light oxidation. Avoid anything that smells rancid or overly processed. A high-quality castor oil should have a mild, nutty, earthy scent, not overpowering or chemical. Some recommended brands include Heritage Store, Sky Organics, or any trusted brand with organic certification and great reviews. The better the quality, the more your body will thank you. How much should you use? This may surprise you, but less is more. For facial use, 1 to 2 drops is plenty when blended with a carrier oil like jojoba, almond, or rosehip. For joints or abdominal massage, 4 to 6 drops is usually enough. Warm it gently in your palms before applying. For castor oil packs, soak a cotton or wool flannel cloth with about 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil. Apply to the abdomen. Cover with plastic or an old towel. Place a heating pad on top and relax for 30 to 60 minutes. The secret isn't the quantity, it's the consistency. Night after night, little by little, your body begins to shift. Best times to apply? Bedtime, every time. Your body repairs itself during sleep, especially between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. That's when your liver and detox organs are most active. Applying castor oil before bed helps amplify this natural rhythm. If using during the day, for pain or skin hydration, just allow enough time to let it absorb and avoid sun exposure on areas treated with oil. Now, let's talk about what to avoid. Mistake number 1. Using too much. More oil doesn't mean faster results. In fact, using too much, especially on the face, can clog pores or cause skin irritation. Always start with a small amount and dilute it with a lighter oil, especially if you have sensitive skin. Mistake number 2. Using it internally without guidance. There are some protocols out there suggesting people drink castor oil. But unless you're under supervision of a trained practitioner, do not ingest it. Internally, it acts as a powerful laxative and can cause dehydration, cramping, or worse, especially in older adults. Stick to external use. It's safer, effective, and just as powerful when used correctly. Mistake number 3. Skipping the patch test. Always do a patch test before applying castor oil to large areas, especially if you have allergies, autoimmune conditions, or sensitive skin. Apply a small amount to the inside of your arm or behind your ear and wait 24 hours. No reaction? You're good to go. Mistake number 4. Using poor quality oil. Cheap, processed castor oil can contain hexane or be chemically extracted, which reduces its healing properties and increases the chance of skin irritation. Always invest in quality. Remember, this is your body you're nourishing. Now, if you're wondering, does this really work for people my age? Let me share a few real stories from people just like you. Testimonial number 1. Margaret, age 72. I've had osteoarthritis in my knees for over a decade. I've tried everything: prescriptions, creams, even acupuncture. A friend told me about castor oil packs. I was skeptical, but I tried it. 3 nights in a row, I applied the pack before bed. By the 4th morning, I actually stood up without that awful grinding pain. It wasn't gone, but it was lighter. And that was the first sign of hope I'd had in years. Testimonial number 2. Harold, 68. I'm not the type to rub oils on myself, but my wife made me try it for my lower back pain. She warmed the oil in her hands, massaged it in, and put a warm towel over it. I fell asleep. Next morning, the stiffness was almost gone. We've made it part of our evening routine now. Sometimes we both do it kind of our own spa time. Testimonial number 3, Lucille, 74. My skin had become so thin and crepey, especially on my arms and neck. I started using a tiny amount of castor oil mixed with rosehip every night. 6 weeks later, I saw a difference. The texture improved. The dullness faded. And best of all, I finally felt like I could wear short sleeves again. Testimonial number 4, Benjamin, 81. I had recurring constipation not from diet, but just sluggish digestion. I didn't want to rely on laxatives. My granddaughter told me about rubbing castor oil over the abdomen. I tried it nightly with a heating pad. Within a week, my bowels started moving more naturally. No cramps. No urgency. Just relief. These stories aren't miracles. They're momentum. Little acts of care that added up over time. Your body wants to heal. It remembers balance. It remembers vitality. And sometimes all it needs is a nudge. 2 drops. A little warmth. A few quiet nights. That's how change begins. So, what can you do starting tonight? Try this bedtime ritual. Wash your hands. Warm 1 to 2 drops of castor oil between your palms. Gently rub over your liver, upper right side of your abdomen, or any area of stiffness. Breathe. Smile. Give your body that moment of peace. Do this for 21 nights straight. Not as a treatment, not as a cure, as a gift. Because even after 60, healing is possible. Comfort is possible. Radiance is possible. And sometimes, it starts with just 2 drops. Welcome back, dear friends. If you've followed us through parts 1 to 3, you now know what castor oil is, why even 2 drops can have profound effects, how to use it safely and effectively, and how seniors just like you are using it to reclaim comfort, energy, and confidence. But today, let's go one level deeper. Why does castor oil work so well, especially for those of us in our 60s, 70s, and beyond? Let's explore the science and uncover how nature designed this oil to work in harmony with the aging body. The castor oil molecule, a gift from the ricinus seed. At the heart of castor oil is a unique compound called ricinoleic acid. This rare fatty acid makes up about 90% of the oil. It's not found in most other plant oils. What makes ricinoleic acid so special? It penetrates deep into the skin and fascia more deeply than olive or coconut oil. It has powerful anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, and analgesic, pain-relieving effects. It stimulates lymphatic circulation, a key system that often slows down as we age. As we get older, our detox pathways become sluggish. The lymphatic system, the body's drainage network, can get congested. Think of it like a stagnant stream that needs gentle movement. Ricinoleic acid helps get that system flowing again, supporting immunity, reducing swelling, and assisting the body in clearing cellular waste. The link between castor oil and nitric oxide. Recent studies suggest that topical castor oil may enhance nitric oxide production in the skin and blood vessels. Nitric oxide is a miracle molecule for aging bodies. It improves circulation, relaxes blood vessels, reduces inflammation, enhances oxygen delivery to tissues. Low nitric oxide is linked to fatigue, joint pain, brain fog, and even poor wound healing. So, when seniors apply castor oil, especially around joints, the abdomen, or the chest, many report a warm, almost glowing sensation. That's circulation being restored. And when the blood flows, healing begins. Castor oil and your vagus nerve, the calm switch. Here's something most people don't realize. Castor oil also affects your nervous system, especially the parasympathetic system, also known as the rest and digest state. There's a powerful nerve called the vagus nerve that runs from your brain down into your abdomen. It touches nearly every organ: heart, lungs, liver, stomach, and more. Massaging castor oil over your abdomen stimulates vagal tone. This helps lower heart rate and blood pressure, calm the nervous system, improve digestion and motility, enhance sleep quality. Many seniors using castor oil packs nightly report deeper sleep, fewer nighttime trips to the bathroom, and even more vivid dreams. That's your nervous system coming back into balance. It's not just physical, it's emotional. Why it works better in seniors than the young. Here's the part that surprises many people. Castor oil can actually have more noticeable effects in seniors than younger people. Why? Because older adults often have thinner skin, which absorbs castor oil more easily, slower circulation, which benefits more from stimulation, more joint stiffness and dryness, which respond to castor's lubricating and anti-inflammatory actions, lower detox capacity, which castor oil gently supports. In younger bodies, the systems may already be firing on all cylinders. But in mature bodies, even small nudges, like 2 drops of castor oil, can make a profound difference. Think of it like watering a dry garden. The results are quick. The relief is real. What science has to say. Let's look at a few quick research highlights. A 2011 study in the Journal of Naturopathic Medicine found that castor oil packs increased lymphocyte counts in participants, indicating stronger immune function. A 2020 article in the Journal of Inflammation Research highlighted ricinoleic acid's ability to reduce inflammatory markers and prostaglandins, both major contributors to joint and gut pain. An animal study from 2019 showed that topical castor oil application improves skin hydration and wound healing, especially in aged subjects with delayed skin repair. This is not just folklore. It's ancient medicine, confirmed by modern science. But it's not just about the oil. Here's something I want you to remember. Castor oil isn't a magic potion. It's a tool. The real magic is in the ritual. Each night that you pause, warm the oil in your hands, Apply it with intention and breathe. You are telling your body, I care about you. I'm listening. I'm here. And that alone can shift your biology. Studies in psychoneuroimmunology, the science of how thoughts affect the immune system, show that even gentle self-touch, mindful breathing, and ritual can lower cortisol, improve sleep, and accelerate healing. So yes, the oil helps, but it's also the love behind the gesture that heals. In our next video, Part 5, we'll explore advanced tips like combining castor oil with essential oils, reflexology points, and liver detox methods. But for now, if you've been waiting to try castor oil, this is your sign. Let tonight be your first ritual. 2 drops, 1 quiet moment. A lifetime of wisdom in your hands. Your body is listening, and it's never too late to begin again. So far, we've learned how castor oil, just a couple of drops, can stimulate circulation, reduce inflammation, support detox, and even calm your nervous system. But today, we go even deeper. In this episode, you'll discover 3 advanced castor oil rituals that are especially powerful if you're 60 or older, rituals that go beyond the basics to activate your body's deep healing intelligence. Let's begin. Ritual 1. The Liver Awakening Pack, the 3-night reset. The liver is your body's most vital detox organ. But after 60, it often gets sluggish, especially if you've had decades of stress, processed foods, medications, or poor sleep. When your liver is stagnant, symptoms may include waking up between 1 to 3 a.m., digestive issues or bloating, mood swings and fatigue, hormonal imbalances, stiffness in the right shoulder or neck. Enter the Castor Oil Liver Pack, a gentle way to nudge the liver back into flow. Here's how to do it. Ingredients: organic cold-pressed castor oil, a soft cotton flannel or old t-shirt square, hot water bottle or heating pad, plastic wrap or towel to protect your clothes. Instructions: soak the flannel in castor oil, about 1 to 2 tablespoons. Lie down and place the flannel over your liver area, right side of your abdomen, just under the ribs. Cover with plastic wrap or a towel and place a warm heat source on top. Relax for 30 to 60 minutes. Breathe deeply. Play soothing music or meditate. Remove clean skin with warm water and baking soda to wipe off any residue. Timing: do this for 3 consecutive nights, especially during a new moon or when you're starting a new wellness phase. Benefits: supports bile flow and gentle detox. Calms anger, tension, and emotional stagnation. Helps regulate sleep patterns and hormone balance. Reduces joint and abdominal swelling. Many seniors report deeper sleep, clearer skin, and a lightness in the belly and mind after this reset. Ritual 2. Castor oil and essential oils, the anti-inflammatory blend for painful joints. If you've got arthritic knees, stiff shoulders, or aching hands, this next ritual can be a game changer. Castor oil alone is powerful, but combined with specific essential oils, its absorption and effects multiply. Here's a joint-soothing blend I recommend. Ingredients: 0.1 tablespoon castor oil, 2 drops frankincense essential oil, anti-inflammatory, calming, 2 drops copaiba or black pepper oil, pain relief, circulation, 1 drop lavender oil, nervous system balance. Instructions: mix oils in your palm or a small glass dish. Massage directly into the affected joint using slow, circular motions. Cover the area with a warm cloth or heating pad for 20 minutes. Do this nightly, or at least 3 to 4 times a week. Bonus tip: apply this blend after a warm bath with Epsom salt to open the pores and increase absorption. Why it works? Frankincense and copaiba have been shown in studies to reduce inflammatory cytokines and oxidative stress in joint tissues. Castor oil delivers them deep into fascia and synovial membranes. Within 1 to 2 weeks, Many older adults report reduced morning stiffness and increased joint range of motion. Ritual 3. Belly moon circles. Activate your vagus nerve and calm the mind. This final ritual is as much spiritual as it is physical. It's based on ancient Ayurvedic and Taoist practices that use abdominal massage to connect with the second brain, your gut. Here's how you do it. Ingredients: 1 to 2 teaspoons of warm castor oil. Optional: 1 drop of Roman chamomile or ylang-ylang oil. Instructions: warm the oil in your hands. Lie down, knees bent. Begin making gentle, clockwise circles around your navel. Breathe slowly. With each stroke, imagine releasing stress, tension, and old emotions stored in the gut. Continue for 10 to 15 minutes, then place your hands over your heart and rest in stillness. Benefits: stimulates the vagus nerve and parasympathetic system, improves digestion and bowel movements, reduces anxiety and nighttime restlessness, encourage emotional release and inner peace. Many seniors using this ritual report reduced constipation, fewer nighttime wake-ups, and a deeper sense of calm. This practice is especially powerful before bed or during full moons when emotions tend to rise. Bonus: what if I have a busy life? You may be thinking, these sound lovely, but I'm tired, I forget, or I don't have time. The good news? Even 2 minutes makes a difference. You can massage a few drops into your feet before bed. Apply a warm castor compress while watching TV. Do a belly circle while sitting in a chair with eyes closed. Ritual doesn't mean perfect. It just means repeated with love. And each time you return to yourself, your body listens. Final thoughts. Castor oil is more than a folk remedy. It's a doorway, a way to come back to yourself gently, patiently, lovingly. These advanced rituals aren't meant to replace medicine, but they remind you that you are not broken. You are simply being asked to slow down, listen, and allow nature to support your healing. Try one tonight. Start small, but start, because healing after 60 isn't just possible. It's your birthright, and it may begin with just 2 drops. Before we go, let me remind you of one simple truth. Your body was designed to heal, not in a rush, not by force, but with rhythm, patience, and a little help from nature. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you. That tells me you're not just curious, you're ready. Ready to reclaim your health, your calm, your vitality, one simple ritual at a time. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried castor oil before? Which of today's rituals are you most excited to try first? Or do you have your own natural wellness secret to share? Please scroll down and leave a comment. I read everyone, and your words might inspire someone else on their healing journey too. If this video helped you, consider giving it a thumbs up so more people like you can find it. And if you'd like to see more videos on natural healing, castor oil, herbs, and wellness tips for healthy aging, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I release new content every single week. You are never too old. You are never too late. And healing begins exactly where you are. Thank you for watching. Until next time, be kind to yourself and stay well.